I want to ask you guys about Duke. I want to ask you guys about Cooper Flagg. It was a little bit of a slow night here for Cooper. I said today on the Dawson Tio and Fanta podcast, Jeff, that I think that this is going to end up being the best player of the year race that we've seen since J.J. Redick versus Adam Morrison with Cooper Flagg and Janai Broome. I think we've all kind of leaned towards Cooper as the guy. But is a slow night like this, is this give an opportunity for Janai to kind of like make up a little ground in the in the player of the year conversation?
I mean, I don't think so. I think Cooper is clearly the player of the year. I mean, Janai missed a few games, number one. I mean, just look at everything this dude does. Like, and I know Janai's a good passing big man. I get all that. He's a good defender. Like, Cooper as a freshman, as an 18-year-old, defensively is one of the best players in the country, just on that end of the court. Forget about what he does on the offensive end, which is facilitate, basically play the point for them. You could put him in the post. He can score in the post. He can score in the mid post. He can do whatever you want him to do. He rebounds. He pushes. He wins. He plays hard all the time. He's on the court every possession. Like, again, Janai's great. He's a great runner-up, one of the best runner-ups we're going to see, but Cooper Flagg's the player of the year unless he gets hurt.
You agree, Jarrell?
I think he has to be the front runner, and I think the biggest reason right now, the only thing that's kind of separating him and Broome is like what Jeff said, is just the durability factor. We've seen Auburn be great without Broome. And I don't think any of us can say that we think that Duke is going to resemble anything how they've looked all year if you take Cooper Flagg out of that lineup. Yeah. And I'll say this too, and tell me what you think about this, Jeff. I've been thinking about this for a long time. Player comparison, and I've seen the kid since he was playing 15U on EYBL.
I can't wait for this.
I promise you.
I cannot wait for yours.
11 blocks. Cooper Flagg is like the white KG. Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, like, and you're a Chicago kid. Yeah.
Motor, defensively, just activity. Like, I'm talking about can handle the ball, can run pick and roll, can post up, can catch it in the mid post. A really good, underrated playmaker, can pass the ball. Don't get me wrong. I think he may have a little bit more, and he's not as tall probably as KG, maybe an inch or two shorter. But I think he has a little bit more with the handle and stuff, like a little bit more guard-oriented game. But the first time I saw him, that was the thing that stuck out. I was like, man, he kind of like, because he impacts the game in so many facets, man. So that's my player comparison. I'm booking it.
Mine is Grant Hill. Mine was Grant Hill from the other night, just because I think he does everything. He's more of a point forward like Grant Hill was. You know, the KG one, the only thing that, and it's just KG for me, was like the most intimidating MFer. And Cooper is intimidating in his own way. He's just not a trash talker. He's not a guy who's going to get down on his hands and knees and start taunting somebody like KG did to Jared Bayless years ago.
No,
you know, that's
no, 100%.
But I hear you.
I agree.
Their impact on the game and their ability to impact it in so many ways. You're absolutely – and Grant Hill, I think, did the same thing a little bit differently.
He did. I agree.
Yeah. Cooper definitely needs to learn to talk shit a little bit better to be compared to KG in my mind. Like, KG was the greatest of all time when it comes to being able to run his mouth and to chirp people. And Cooper, like, I don't know that I've heard Cooper say 10 words. Right? Like, I've been following this dude for like 2 years now, 3 years. I don't know if I've actually heard him say 10 words. I don't think I've ever actually seen an interview with Cooper Flagg at this point. So he's
don't get it twisted though. Look, I seen him bark at some dudes that like you, because you know how it is when you that guy. People test you. I done seen him get on some dude's ass. And don't talk to me.
Hey, Jarrell,
especially when you're a white guy from, like, I said this about
about Chet Holmgren.
When you're a white guy from Maine and you're playing on the EYBL, like, people are going to come at you. They're not going to respect you just because you put up these, like, whatever. Like, you got to prove yourself.
Yeah, tell me you didn't do that, Jarrell. When you were in Chicago, tell me when you didn't see some friggin' white boy from the burbs you didn't go out.
You saw John Shire, that's
hey,
food.
Look, you gotta test them out. No, listen and look, and you learn quickly otherwise, and you realize the ones right away. And that's the great thing about this game is like, because the real guys that do it, they know it clicks right away. Like, no, this dude's a hooper. I'm not. I can't scare the shit out of him. I can't just scare him and get him up. Shire Hooper. I'll tell you another good one. I read him the first time I met him, Eric Devendorf.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Devo.
Oh, man. Yeah, we almost got into a fight like on the AU circuit when we were kids. Like, but he was talking, and Devo talks so much. Oh my God, he's a dude that talks and can talk with the best of them. Like, but from that point forward, we got a chance to play against each other, and it's just a mutual respect. I love that dude, man, because he's like one of the best competitors and an awesome player too.